Hit it!
World premiere.
Our crew is scattered. We're hunted by the island's inhabitants. If I don't survive, none of us will. Not a chance, you bastards.
Joining us now is the voice of Lara Croft, Camilla Luddington, and the voice and body of Scot Amos, Scot Amos from Crystal Dynamics. Welcome.
Thank you.
Thank you.
How are you?
So cool announcement. There was some buzz online today about it. Tomb Raider, which was up for Game of the Year, is coming to next-gen platforms pretty soon in end of January. So PlayStation 4, Xbox One. Scott, I think people saw the trailer, but they want to know what's different about this. Tell us what makes this a definitive edition.
Yeah, for us, I mean, it's been a labor of love all along, making Tomb Raider. But being able to take it from last gen and being able to say, how can we push that further with next gen? Everything from starting with Lara and saying, let's take all this cool technology and make her hair real. And it sounds like a small thing. Once you start seeing it, it's an amazing thing.
That's what pissed me off about the game earlier.
The static hair.
The hair looks ridiculous.
And hair is a big deal for me. So the idea of being able to get realistic looking hair from Tress Effects is amazing. Right. But we also want to take our first step at making Lara next gen. So redoing her entire face and making an entire new head for the character and saying, this is Crystal's first step of what a next-gen Lara could look like for the future of the franchise. But on top of that, we actually had to go and do everything we could to the world for adding polygons, adding a real simulation of the physics so that we have leaves rustling, we have trees moving in the wind, we have all this new stuff that people hadn't seen before that we couldn't do before.
You've got leaves rustling, trees moving in the wind, awesome hair. I don't need anything else.
Absolutely. Well, then you don't want all the other DLC that would come with it. Everything is wrapped into the package.
The thing I will say is, some gamers will probably hear about this and say, like, oh, is this just a port of the game? And it's I know Crystal, like, you guys actually personally handle this, and is this sort of almost a tease of kind of what the engine will look like for, what we would assume would be the next-gen Tomb Raider?
I would say it's a start, right? It's really our first step into next-gen as Crystal. So being able to do this, we couldn't do it alone. We actually had two other partner studios join with us almost a year ago. Nixies, who had worked with a long time, even since the Legacy of Kain days, and then United Front Games, who had worked with Square for Sleeping Dogs. So we actually had two other studios plus a core team at Crystal building this thing over the last year. So it was a really big effort for us.
Now, Camilla, you saw, I was asking Camilla what she thinks of the next-gen Lara.
I think it looks absolutely amazing, and I think as an actress playing her, you hope to make her as realistic and human as possible, and then all this attention to detail only complements that. So I love it. I think it looks great.
How did you pick Camilla?
I didn't pick Camilla, regrettably, but it's one of the things I'm so glad that somebody did. It was the perfect fit for our game.
Well, Shangina, she had to go through like the motion capture. I mean, it's an involved process now, Joel, for the game that you're going to be starring in,
my game. The Joel McHale game is coming out later this year.
Coming soon.
I can't wait.
Yeah, it's
on iOS.
Hair's flowing,
Beautiful.
leaves rustling. My outfit's made of leaves.
Wow. I'll get it.
So now you guys obviously have been working on this. It's coming in January on the next-gen platforms. We saw some of the footage. I know we're showing some B-roll now of it. Does it play any different? I mean, it's like when you look at it, obviously visually it's better, but tell us about the play and the feel. I mean, is it a higher frame rate, anything like that?
Well, certainly the biggest thing for us was as soon as we knew we were going to next-gen and 1080p, we had to make everything look better. Right. So for us, it was more about the visual storytelling than anything. Okay. The story, the gameplay was already critically acclaimed, so we didn't want to break what was already great. So we left that intact. And instead, it was for us us saying, how do we make this experience even more immersive? How do we actually put you into this world in a way that you couldn't experience before until we got to the next gen?
All right, cool. We got some Twitter questions, I think, coming in, right, Joel?
Yes,
On the
here are
big
the Twitter
iPad
questions.
right here.
These are the most important questions you will
Exactly.
ever
We
hear.
got the iPad right here. Let's
This
see
is,
what's
no, I got them right here. in
Oh,
the
wow, okay,
prompter.
cool.
This is from Vog Taga 699999. I'm sure you know who that. They asked,
Dad?
are you going for the same Laura as the last Tomb Raider? I like how she was more human versus just a Terminator. I guess we kind of answered
we
that.
kind of answered that, yeah.
Nice. Screw that one. Rico Case 1, which I'm sure you know as well, asked, will the next-gen version of the game have a 3D option like the PC version?
So for Tomb Raider Definitive Edition, no. Right now, for us, it was just our first steps into next gen. So for what we're putting out in January, it was really learning the systems, figuring out how we can take Tomb Raider on there, and just basically our first steps towards
You got that,
future.
Rico? So relax. Okay?
No 3D, although it's cool. I mean, obviously nominated for Game of the Year. It's a great game. If people haven't played it, the best version, I'm sure, will be on PS4 and Xbox One.
Yeah, absolutely for us. I mean, there's nothing like a great cinematic action adventure, and having it now brought the vision the team originally had, being able to see it for real on next gen is just a labor of love for us.
How many years has Tomb Raider been around now?
It's almost 20 years for a franchise.
That's amazing. Wow. All right. So thanks. I guess we have to wrap it up. But sorry, Scott. Thanks for being here. And Camilla, it's remarkably convenient that you're here, and not just because I want Lara Croft to record my outgoing voicemail message. You see, Cammy, may I call you Cammy? Our viewers get to decide who wins the Character of the Year award by voting at vote.vgxlive.com. And Cammy, I think you're pretty familiar with one of the candidates because you provided her voice, and we also spoke about her 2 minutes ago.
Yes.
Would you like to do the honors anyway? Yes. I guess we should have told you we were going to do this.
I didn't know.
This is like a campaign video.
Okay.
This is why they should
We
vote
hope
for
you can read.
Okay. Here's your first nominee for Character of the Year.
Character of the Year.
It's December. That means VGX is here. I must get a message out. It's my only chance. They won't nominate me if they think I'm dead. I have to let them know that I'm here, that I'm alive. Okay, I made it. Oh, it's ringing.
Hello?
Is this the VGX nomination committee?
Yes.
This is Lara Croft. I'm alive. Repeat, I'm alive. Did I make the deadline for the nomination?
Yes, you made it. You didn't have to call. You're already on the list. Now please, let me go to sleep. It's 3 a.m. How did you get this number anyway?